Hi, I'm Michael Andretti, 7-time winner of the race up there in Toronto, and can't wait to get back up there. How many times have you won?
I think once.
Once?
Came close last year.
Yeah, what happened?
Got a little carried away. Just trying too
Ah,
hard.
yeah. I know how that is. I've
Yeah.
done that a couple times.
So you've won 7 times around here. What advice can you give people on how to go out there and win this race?
Well, if I had any, I wouldn't give you any. You're on the wrong team.
Oh, come on.
No.
Hopefully Will Power's not listening because he doesn't need any advice.
You're right. Yeah, he's seems to have those places down.
It's a tough track, with all the bumps and the change of surfaces throughout the corner. It's hard to make a car work through there and hang on to it. So, was it exactly the same way when you were driving? Was it the same kind of surface changes?
Yeah, it always was. A very bumpy track, but I really enjoyed it. I think the thing that I liked the most about it was a track that you could pass on. For a street circuit, there's not many there, but being able to go into turn 3 there, if a guy tries to protect the inside, you can still pass him on the outside. And I passed a lot of cars there, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So great memories there.
Like you said, you can overtake, and part of that, I think, is that change of surface. Even through turn 1, the car slips and slides. It's not as reliant on the aero.
That's true. Yeah, you got to really get your car working mechanically, but you got to hang it out there too. You got to drive Toronto to go quick, and and take a little risk. Those walls are pretty close, but you got to be just about nipping them every lap.
So you've won in 3 different decades. Does any of those stand out as being better than the others, or any good battles that you had?
I had some great battles. I know with Al Jr. and those guys. I think there was my dad, Mario.
Oh yeah.
And then there's Emerson Fittipaldi, who was always tough there. Ray Hall. Those guys were really tough at that racetrack and had some great races with all of them. I think the one that really stands out to me is probably my last one where I got hit from behind and I almost got knocked out of the race. But the safety guys got me going in time so I didn't lose a lap. And I came out back from last and won the race. And that was pretty special.
It's always good fun when you can do things like that.
And that's what Toronto's about. It's a track that you can start in the back. If you have a really good car, you could pass a lot of cars. And I passed like a million cars, it seemed like, that day. And it was fun. So what do you think about these double file restarts, plus especially at a place like Toronto? I think is going to be quite interesting. And, it's one of those deals where it could help you, but it could also hurt you.
It's going to be a difficult battle. Getting through those last couple of corners before you even get to the start line, I think, will be quite the challenge. So, I'm hoping they're going to do a good job of sweeping, because in normal conditions, the marbles build up and those last few corners get really difficult. You got to attack. You need to make the most of it, but everyone's trying to do the same thing. So it's easy to get caught out, easy to get caught up in accidents, and that's where it's going to need everyone cooperating to even survive it.
Yeah, you know how that's going to work, right?
Yeah, there's going to be a crash, but
So you're coming off a stretch of ovals here, and now we're getting back to road courses. What are you looking forward to?
yeah, I think just a change up in doing obviously Indy and then Texas, Milwaukee, Iowa. There are 4 different types of ovals, and now we're going to a completely different thing, going back to a street circuit where you got those walls so close. It's good fun changing around and trying to adapt to all the different circumstances.
I love it. That's the best part of this series.
Tell me about your team and what you expect from your guys and how you think you're going to perform compared to previous years.
I feel pretty good about it this year. We've been doing a lot better, I think, this year on the street circuits, and we won one, and we're competitive in all the others. So I think we should be pretty strong.
We should slow down just a little bit and give the rest of us a chance. But it's good to see Mike get his first win in IndyCar, and obviously his confidence is rising.
He's going to be. I think he's going to be a real factor in Toronto. Do you think our boys and one girl are going to be challenging you there in Toronto?
I think so. Judging on recent performances, they're going to be very strong. It's that type of racetrack where people can come along and be quick as well. So I expect some of the other usuals to be good. Will Power's always strong there. He gets old, I know, but Dario Franchetti's always strong.
We need some new guys up there, right?
Yeah, a few of the newer guys can go out there and get some good results and get on the podium and change things up, because it is possible. We've got to get everything just right, but that's what's going to make this interesting.
I agree.